Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Fort Worth, Texas, the Will Rogers Memorial Complex, the NCHA National Circuit Championships. I am Brian McNamee with EQN Sports. I have a very special guest today. I have our 15,000 amateur champion, Miss Julie Alexander. Julie, thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
And we also have your trainer.
Yes, my husband.
Trainer, husband.
Hall Alexander, yep.
Hauling, whatever needs done.
Exactly.
Absolutely. So, first off, talk about you guys are clear up there, New Plymouth, Idaho, almost Oregon. You've got a real job. What is the circuit championship like? It makes it kind of a cool deal for people that do have real jobs and don't just cut all the time and that sort of thing.
Right. Yeah, I don't have time to travel for the world, so this has been very special. And we talked about it last year, but I didn't feel like I was ready. You were probably definitely ready, but so it's very exciting to participate in this.
Okay, so up there, Pioneer Circuit, that's kind of Utah, Idaho. Where all do you go cut over there?
Mostly Washington and a little bit of Idaho. Well, just mostly Washington and Idaho.
Okay.
For me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Paul, do you cut too then?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and bring
Yes,
it up.
sir. So we hit Benina Ranch in Washington.
Oh, yeah.
Utah a lot. Utah puts on good cuttings. Madras once in a while. We're kind of in the epicenter of 5 hours away to a bunch of different shows.
That's a pretty central location. That's not bad at all.
Yeah, Nampa's 35 minutes away from our house.
And it's all interstate.
It's all
which is
interstate.
Easy,
yes, sir.
Easy driving.
Yes, sir.
So, y'all get ready is the name of the horse.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about that horse. Where did that horse come from? Tell me that horse's story. You've had him since he was a yearling, and he's 10 now.
Yes, sir.
So we bought him here at the Western Bloodstock sale as a yearling, and Paul's trained him, and it was his horse, and then I was able to adopt him. I don't know, a couple years ago.
She stole the horse.
Yeah.
Well, that'll happen. That'll happen.
Yes.
It's a good way. It's a good steal.
Well, and you're still listed as the owner, so I mean that means you get to feed it.
Yeah.
There's that.
But we
yes,
need
sir.
to change that. Yeah.
You were telling me that horse has been a ton of miles in the mountains, leading pack horse teams.
Oh, he's been packed. He's led pack strings. He's probably spent at least 100 nights on a high line in the Sawtooths, different wilderness areas. Yeah.
Just taking his mind off of this arena stuff.
Just fun family stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
great,
awesome.
Great mountain horse.
You know, and like we talked a little bit ago, there were two horses in that finals, a full sibling, both by I'm Counting Checks out of Bling Bling Bling. So kind of a proven line right there.
Yeah.
Evidently.
How did you pick that horse out of the Western Bloodstock sale?
You know, I kept getting bid out of horses, and I called Julie that night, and she said, look for the beginning of the sale because people aren't showed up yet. And so we kind of went through the book, and we saw him, and we liked him, and talked to the owner the next morning, and he ended up coming home with me.
That's pretty awesome. And you did all the training on him, everything, all home done.
During his 3-year-old year, I got assistance. I was getting some really great assistance from a trainer up north by the name of Deal Heiner, and and I put the horse in training with Deal for 6 months after I'd been on him a year, and Deal was gave me a leg up and showed me the right path, and then I took him back, and here we are.
That's pretty awesome. Well, let's go ahead and watch the run. What do you say? Josh, can you throw those up for me, please, sir? So the common theme has been whoever trains the horse is also helping their wife in the herd, but you're not actually down there. So
I'm not down there. I'm watching cattle with Josh Hofelt in the beginning, picking out cows or mainly just writing cattle down with Josh. And no, we don't have a turnback horse we bring with us. So I'm stuck on the sidelines watching Julie just have a nice run.
Doing work right there, Julie. How far down in the herd were you?
I was 6th.
So kind of in the middle of them.
Yeah.
And that we had 2 sets of that.
Right.
So just in the middle of them, 22 horses in that finals. Tell me about your setup. Good after one, looks like.
Yeah.
What are you thinking running for your second cow?
I just wanted to go slow, and because I tend to rush, so my thought is to go slow and make the cows at ease, and just trust my horse.
Oh yeah. You can tell you kind of took a breath right there and just let it all develop.
Yep. Tried to start and end in the center was my goal.
Well, you're staying right there. That is good working.
This little horse was not an easy horse to train from beginning to end because he gets bored at home and he tends to be a little bit on the lazy side. Julie brought up earlier that we took him to Idaho Equine just to do a wellness check at one point in time, and our vet there said, hey, let's do a blood test on him. I'm betting he's insulin resistant because you ride the heck out of him, but yet he's just a toad.
Really?
And he was. So we switched him to grass hay, and then that was a game changer for that horse.
That's not something a person normally thinks of doing. I mean, you think of it with people and sort of things like that. But
no, Idaho Equine called it.
Well, you got good grass hay up there. That's a good thing.
That's a fact, sir.
Well, congratulations,
Thank
Julie.
you.
That was one you knew Jeff Smith saddle.
I know. I'm
Thanks
so
to Norris
excited. I can't
Cattle
believe
Company.
it. That's awesome.
Gist buckles,
Yeah,
all
I
kinds of
can't believe
swag.
it.
Hey, can I do a little shout out?
Absolutely,
back home?
Paul.
I just really want to thank Mike Giannini back home.
Oh, yeah.
About 3 times a year we haul over, and Mike gets on our horses and tells me what I need to be doing better, where I can improve, and I just really appreciate that.
Yeah.
So that's the second shout out for Mike because Scott and Wendy go ride with
that's
Mike
right.
Giannini as well.
Yeah.
So there are some common themes. You know who the winners are, and iron sharpens iron, so go ahead and hang out with the iron. But great job today, and Julie Alexander, our 15,000 amateur champion. Be sure to keep it right here on EQN Sports, your source for horse sports. Amy and Drew will be with you from the NRCHA Cinch Stallion Stakes as well today. We'll talk to you soon.